Next question. This is my
You
show.
get to do that, Coach. The host get to do that.
I'm sorry, I had to cut it off somewhere. No, but this is the question that we all want to know. And it's a Super Bowl this week. And since we're talking about great quarterbacks, we got two of them in this game. We got Drew Brees, we got Peyton Manning. So I'm gonna go ahead and ask this question to the panel. Who do y'all have? Indianapolis Colts, New Orleans Saints.
I got the Colts by 10 or more.
Colts by 14.
Double Bulls.
I'm going to go with the Saints.
Hold on, before we go back, tell me why.
Well, the Saints just can't stop anybody. They can't stop anybody. I don't think they can get pressure on Peyton Manning. You know, I mean, they can score with anybody, but Peyton Manning will pick that defense apart.
Ditto. Same thing. How you feel?
I think the Saints, I'm going off of gut here. I think the Saints can rise to the occasion for everything that New Orleans has gone through and have been through in the last 5 years. I think this is great for the city of New Orleans, the state of Louisiana. I think it's great for this country to have a team like the Saints in the Super Bowl. Just the spirit of New Orleans, I think, is great for the NFL. And I think the Saints will rise to the occasion. I mean, who thought at the beginning of this season that the Saints would be in a situation to have a chance to go undefeated?
A lot of people did.
That made their first appearance in the Super Bowl. They won 1-3 with the only team winning.
Let me clarify that. I said undefeated. I said undefeated. That's what I said. I didn't say get to the Super Bowl. I said had a chance to go undefeated until that Dallas game.
Well,
I think Drew Brees has come a long way. I think Reggie Bush is playing great football because last year everybody thought Mario Williams was the great pick for that draft. That was a great pick by him.
He's had a great
He had. But I think Reggie Bush has stepped this game up. Maybe leaving
he stepped this game up.
Maybe leaving
Let me say this,
Kim.
Kerry.
He's only had one big game.
Let me say
that's
this.
what got his game back together.
Let me say this though, Kerry. I bet you anything you want that they don't bring him back to New Orleans next year. I bet you they don't. Reggie Bush.
Well,
I bet
He's
you
had one good game.
Well, one thing that's for sure is documented on this show that y'all just bet, and it won't be no forgetting, because minus the sentimental value, I do think the Saints are the team to beat in this scenario. Dwight Green is not playing. The Colts defense isn't that much.
I believe
significant
Dwight
in
It's
this
not
game.
official
I
that he's
believe
not
that Dwight
playing.
Freeney
It's
will
questionable.
play.
It's questionable.
Here's the thing. He played, don't play. The Colts don't have a dominating defense.
They
And
don't.
in a shootout, I don't think that they've got enough guns to outdo the Saints. I think in a shootout, you're looking at probably a potential 34-31 or a 34-28 type deal. Saints.
I think it's going to be a
I
shootout.
think
I don't agree with you at all.
I'm picking Pittsburgh.
They're gonna cheat again.
I'm really down the road. I hope it's the first game in history that ends in the Super Bowl in a tie. I'm really not picking nobody. I just hope it's a good game. I'm going to watch, but I'm not rooting for either team.
If you look at the NFC Championship, did the Saints win that, or did the Vikings give it
Who
away?
cares? At the
Gave
end of the day,
No, that's not what I'm talking about.
Vikings gave it to him.
They gave it away. 5 turnovers. Brett Favre trying to
All he
6.
had to do was run from here to that wall. He would have got a first down.
All Brett Favre had to do was give them guys a chance to win the game.
He did.
Okay.
He did.
That's not going to happen
Here's
twice
the
in
thing.
a row.
When
Here's the
Peterson
thing.
fumbled, he marched him down the field to a score.
When you're coaching and your team does what it takes to win, you don't think credit the other team for not.
I mean, they did what they
Hold on,
had to
let
do.
me finish.
It's your fault.
6
But
turnovers.
I don't expect
Those 6
Indianapolis
turnovers.
and a
He's
Peyton
an
Manning
AFC
ran
guy.
offense
He's an AFC
is going to
guy.
make
This
that
is
type of
true. He's an
mistake.
AFC guy.
That-
But I want to say
6
this,
turnovers. Those turnovers didn't happen because they weren't forced. Those were forced turnovers.
That last
Somebody
turnover,
ripping
which was
ball
the
out.
biggest play of the
Somebody
game,
caught the interception.
was
They
Brett
could have
Favre's
dropped
fault.
that.
Somebody gave
That was Brett Favre's fault. I ain't talking about the other 5. I'm talking about that last
Why
one.
did he-
That was Brett
I've
Favre's
seen the
fault.
Saints be beat this year by mediocre teams.
Why did
I
he run out
haven't
of the
seen
pocket?
the Colts been beat
That's what I
this
said.
year.
He should have just ran 5
Why
yards.
did he run out of the pocket? Because
Well, how many-
Bill said, any given Sunday you can win a game.
That's
Well,
right.
the Colts would have lost if Bill Belichick wouldn't have called the play that he had. They was up against the ropes. They would have lost.
Or had they given them the first down,
First
that
down.
the
Can't give
the
them any.
Rudiger film
He
again,
balled the ball.
it was a first down.
But I look at it, y'all look at the Dwight Freeney aspect of not playing. And y'all say that, well, they're not going to put pressure on the quarterback. But it's a guy named Bob Sanders who had played all season. They played superb. Somehow, the Indianapolis Colts bring somebody and put them in that mode. So somebody's going to step up in Dwight Freeney's spot.
Somebody's gonna get an opportunity to play because you gotta have 11 men on the field. But I mean, there's no replacing Dwight Freeney. There's no replacing Peyton Manning. There's no replacing certain individuals. And so it's gonna impact the game. The question is, can they minimize that loss? And I think that the Colts at full tilt, we're gonna be struggling to stop the Saints regardless.
Well, like I
Plus he
said,
has,
it's
Michael
still questionable
Jackson.
that he still may play.
If Peyton
But
Manning
even
can
if
handle
he's
that
not
jet
gonna be at
defense,
100,
this is a lot.
if he can handle that jet defense, he's going to shred whatever the Saints
And that's
bring
my
to
hope.
him.
Maybe he's not even gonna be on the field that much because the Saints offense can chuck it, that they don't have
Aaron
to
Thomas,
be.
he can
big play.
he can hold, he can run that route.
They're not built for chucking it. They're built for high speed, high octane. Peyton's going to be on the field.
And again, you go back to
Which
the
means
game
that-
against the Vikings, in which a lot of their points came off those turnovers when they already had field position. They only drove the field
So-
maybe 2-3 times.
So does a bend but don't break defense mean?
But they didn't bend.
Win?
They didn't even break.
Let's they're saying that the Indianapolis Colts defense wasn't playing well, but they only gave up 3 points in their first meeting with the Ravens, right? Then they came back and only gave up 17 points to the Jets. So they can play a little bit.
After
Ravens didn't have, they don't have a playmaker on
The
that team.
Ravens
They
scored more than
17.
3 points. That's not accurate. The Ravens scored
They beat them. No,
points.
they beat them 20-3.
They did.
Indianapolis Colts beat them 20-3.
First, yeah.
Well,
And then they turned
we
around.
know,
and
we
beat
know
them.
they're not the defending champions, so they got beat up.
Well, the
all
defending
last
champions
year.
been at home.
Yeah, defending
yeah,
champions took our spot.
Well, we're not
The Bengals,
officially,
baby.
we're not officially the not the champions until kickoff on Sunday.
Yeah, okay.
You're right.
I mean, I'm just throwing the little numbers out there. Like I said, Bob Sanders did not play the whole season. And Bob Sanders was, if I'm not mistaken, was the defensive player of the year.
But
One
Bob
time.
Sanders hasn't played in almost 3
It's
seasons.
hard to come in and step in and
I don't even think
give
he's
it up.
playing this
He's
week.
not-
In the NFL, you go out, you move on.
And that's
You
what I'm
cannot dwell on that, who's not there.
That's why I don't want
You move
anybody
on.
to say that the Indianapolis Colts cannot beat the New Orleans Saints.
But they haven't played with Bob all year. That chemistry wasn't there. But they had Dwight Freeney for, what, 18, 19 games? 18 games? 19 games?
They played without him much.
Let me ask you this, Jody. What's your pick?
Well, since I asked me, I'm definitely going to be an Indianapolis. I'm an AFC guy. I'm a Cleveland Brown fan. I'm an AFC guy all the time.
Go Browns.
But I'm not picking that because of the AFC. I'm picking it because you don't want to go against Peyton Manning. I would not go to Vegas and put money against Peyton
Why
Manning.
wouldn't he never beat Tennessee in college?
That-
I mean, not
Wait a
beat
minute.
Florida in college.
Well, he got a
He's
Super Bowl.
always
I mean,
had
okay.
He won the
problems.
Super
always
Bowl
have.
before. He
How
beat
many
Chicago in the
They
playoffs.
played a hard Cleveland race in Chicago in the
Oh, wait a
last
minute.
Super
Stop.
Bowl.
Stop.
Hey,
No, hold on.
two
Now,
different
how
levels.
many Super Bowls do Drew Brees have?
None.
How many did Peyton Manning have?
And then Drew Brees got traded for San Diego for an unproven guy.
That's
But now he's proven.
Yeah, so who's
No, but at the time he wasn't proven. They didn't
Well,
know
it's
how
all-
to prove
the
it.
proof is always in the pudding.
NFC.
No, I said
It's
at
all
the time.
Has San Diego
He's in
made it
he's
to
in
the
that
Super Bowl?
conference with Al Davis.
No,
in there.
right.
Has
I
Drew
mean-
Brees made it to the Super Bowl?
Yeah, that's not my point. My point is they
That's
traded
a
him
whole
for an
nother
unproven
show.
guy.
He's up there with Al Davis, ain't kicked Tom came out of there.
like I said, it's gonna be a great show. But
Get
like I said,
Madden on the phone. I need a coach. Where's our champ?
we're gonna get to